Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're taking a look back at a pretty underrated sci-fi movie from 1995. I have seen this movie on cable a few times, but most times I always miss the first maybe 30 45 minutes of the film. Very surprising, although it was shown many times on cable when I used to watch cable way back in the day. And I'm a big science fiction geek, so I really love those kind of movies. You can even call it a little bit of a horror element in it. So Screamers, that's what I'm talking about. Screamers is a Canadian American science fiction horror movie starring Peter Weller, Robocop basically, Roy Dupuis and Jennifer Rubin, and directed by Christine Duguay. And yeah, I think this was a flop in the box office, but I think this is kind of underrated. And I'm really interested in this storyline, and I actually like the movie. Finally, been able to watch it from beginning till end. But a lot of the scenes of the movie are kind of like familiar to me because I've seen most of it. But yeah, the first 30 minutes is what I've actually missed most of the times that I've watched, at least. So it's the year 2078, and there's this planet called Sirius 6b, and it is a former thriving mining hub. So this movie is from 1995. They actually think that in the next, today, this is 2022. In the next 54 something years, we're actually going to colonize, maybe who knows, colonize a planet for resources. So it's been this mining hub, and it's now basically almost like a toxic wasteland because there's been a war between two rival factions. One faction is the New Economic Bloc, which is got their base on. I mean, they're kind of like the governmental administrative part, and you've got the Alliance, which is basically a group of former mining and scientists, basically. So in this war, the scientists come up with the devices known as the Screamers. Basically, they're robotic kind of like kill machines that will go and kill anything with a heartbeat. However, the Alliance have got these patches, electronic patches on them. So when their soldiers do go out, they wear the patches. It kind of negates the heartbeat, so the devices, the Screamers, don't recognize them as living and they won't attack them. So that's the entire plan. However, these things start to evolve and they become really prolific killing machines. So it's 5 years later, and the Alliance scientists, basically they have these machines that they start killing off a lot of people and stuff. There is a call for a fake armistice kind of thing. So one of the Alliance scientists goes to meet the NEB soldiers, the what was that New Economic Bloc, we'll call them NEB for the time being, and they actually find that the majority of them have been killed. There's just a few survivors, and the survivors from the Alliance block, which is just a couple of them, and the three who are there in the NEB section, they have to try and make their way to safety. They meet up with a small boy who seemed to be orphaned and kind of like left for dead. However, he turns out to be a robot. So apparently they, like I said, the Screamers have evolved. They've evolved so much, their AI has evolved so much that they've started to mimic human life form, and they've got 4 basic human life forms which they've replicated multiple times. And there's this creepy boy who keeps saying, "Can I come with you?" Something like that he says. What does he say in the movie? "Can I come with you?" or something like that. And it's actually kind of creepy once you get to know that he's actually a robot. So they start, while attacking, they make this high-pitched noise, and that's why they're called Screamers. So he's got the same kind of effect as well. So they have to escape from there. The 2 remaining soldiers, one played by Roy Dupuis from the NEB, and the other is what's his name now? I think Ron White. I'm not really sure. They both have a fight among themselves, and Roy Dupuis' character is played as Marshall Richard Cooper. He kills the other guy, saying that he on suspicions of being a humanoid screamer. However, he turns out to be human, and in the end, we find out that it's actually um, Cooper is actually a screamer himself, and he tries to attack the others. Um, in the end, it is just Peter Weller's character, Commander Joseph Hendrickson, and Jessica Hansen, who is played by Jennifer Rubin. They make their way to this kind of like a secret, um, secret, bunker inside a cave where the commanding officers are the only one who actually know of the location, where there is a ship that they've kept for emergency escape kind of thing, and that's their only way out. However, when they reach there, he finds out that it's a single seater, so he wants to make Jessica. They fall in love, so he wants to make her go into it. Unfortunately, he finds out that she too is a screamer when a replicant of hers comes in forward. But however, this Jessica, the screamer, she seems to have evolved even further and has actually fallen in love with Hendrickson. So she defends him and is killed, and Hendrickson manages to kill the other screamer, the one that's duplicate of Jessica. Since he's now alone, he makes his way into this tiny little ship, and he leaves out with just the only thing that is left with him from all the events that has happened is a teddy bear which he had with one of the boy screamer that they actually found. And after he leaves, we kind of find out that the teddy bear itself is actually a replicant, and it starts to move on its own, and that basically is so he's headed out to Earth and think maybe something's going to happen to him when the something's going to happen to him as well as the people on Earth when the teddy bear finally reaches the Earth's surface, and that's when the movie ends. So fascinating little story. I found it very interesting. It's actually based on a short story by Philip K. Dick. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's actually pretty good. I find myself looking forward to rewatching this movie more and more, because it is a very fascinating storyline, and it's actually not it's pretty underrated. I actually find the story to be pretty good. The movie was a bomb at the box office. So 1995 was made on a budget of $14 million. It only made 5.7 something at the box office, so it actually flopped, and they did not go forward with any possible sequels for a long time. However, they did make a sequel, straight to DVD, straight to video kind of release many years later. It was 2009. So we'll take a look at that in the next video, in the next review, sorry. So that's it for me from regarding Screamers. I give it a 7. I think every science fiction fan should definitely watch it if you haven't already. It's definitely one that I want to keep in my collection. So yeah, I shall catch you in the next review coming up later. Bye-bye.